You're alive for Just Breathing. We're here at the Music Hall Williamsburg, here with Mike from KILLSWITCH ENGAGE. Welcome back to New York, brother.
Thank you. It's great to be back. We're excited to play tonight.
Let's go back in the day. When was the first time you guys played in New York? Do you still remember?
Wow. I mean, I would say 2002, probably the first Alive or Just Breathing tour was pretty much our first stint at doing a U.S. tour. So we definitely, let's see, where do we play? Knitting Factory. So it was a small one.
And all these years doing this, and now you're back kind of where you started. We have Jesse back in the band. You were telling me just now that you guys are super stoked because things are just working perfectly right now.
You're going to see a lot of smiles on our faces up there. We're having a blast, just reliving these old songs and playing with Jesse again and seeing how much fun that he has on stage. The emotion is there. The energy is there, and people are going to be stoked.
And obviously it was a hard time for you guys when Howard left the band and then to be able to land Jesse back into the band. So why don't we go into that moment when you guys have to make that decision, hey, we need a new guy. And I know you rehearsed different guys, and thankfully it worked with Jesse, you know what I mean?
Right. So we actually did a lot of auditions here in New York City. Our management just wanted to make sure we left no stone unturned. And so we started at like 11:30 in the morning and had people come in every about 15, 20 minutes, and we play the same 3 songs over and over again, over and over and over and over and over. And then fast forward to like 4:30 in the afternoon, everyone's tired. Pizza just came in. We're all ready to eat and not play anymore. We just had it. We were at our wits' end. Jesse walks in the door. We get up, start playing. We proceed to play 14 songs in a row. That's how much fun we were having. And we could care less about fatigue or any of that stuff. It was just a blast. It was just really fun. And there's this weird synergy that you feel if you're a musician when you're playing with like-minded musicians that is it's really hard to explain, but it's this energy that you get, and you don't have to physically say, do this, do that. The other person kind of knows. It's I don't know, this synergy thing, and Jesse had it with the band. It was fantastic.
So Jesse was the last one to audition, basically?
Second to last. And we didn't tell him right away he had the job either. Want to make him wait and sweat it out a little bit, but he performed way up to snuff. There was obviously concern as to the Howard songs and how Jesse was going to sing them, and man, he pulled them off flying colors. He really studied his work and did his homework and performed the crap out of that stuff.
Who were some of the other guys that auditioned for the gig?
A lot of people that no one really know. There are a few that maybe people would know, but I'm not sure if they want their name out there. But there was definitely a few that were like running candidates. I mean, the internet already chose Jesse before we did. I mean, we had always thought to ourselves, when things came to an end with this band, it would be really cool to get back with Jesse and do in the Live or Just Breathing tour or something like that. And here we are, almost a new beginning, and back with Jesse and having a great time doing it.
You have a new album coming out, so let's talk about that. Sure. Do you have an album title already?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
Not yet.
Yeah, we got the title. I got all the artwork finished for it. Just going to fit in the lyrics. 12 songs. Hopefully I'm allowed to say that. Sometimes I say too much. But it was hard to whittle down which songs were actually going to make it on the record because we liked them all. We were really excited about it. It was weird. Jesse did 2 songs and then kind of wanted to get a feel for how the band was communicating and hanging out together. And he's like, let's go out on tour and see how it is, and then I can come back and finish the rest of the record and really have a better headspace for what's going on with the band. So he did 2 songs. We went out on tour, came back, and all of a sudden he started doing all this new stuff with like 8 or 9 different new voices we had never heard before. Like, wait a minute, man, now you're going to have to redo the last stuff we did because this stuff sounds so great. So he just blew us away. Just this guy, I don't know if he's got split personalities or what's going on in his head, but he's got a million different voices going on there, and it sounds really cool on the record.
And where did you guys record and with who?
Oh, with Adam. Yeah, I think we're back and we're done with going to outside producers. Adam's our guy. It's the most relaxed situation as far as recording goes. It's like sitting on the couch like this with your friend, chatting occasionally. Oh, I'll play that. Where do you want to go eat? How much beer do you got in your fridge? That type of situation. Oh, I got to play again. Okay, there you go. The playing is secondary next to hanging out with a good buddy and having a lot of laughs and a good time. So that's the way we're going to stay from now on. Stick with that. I think that formula works for us.
It seems like, of course, you guys have always been flag holders for the Massachusetts scene, and it's awesome because now Adam is kind of the architect of the sound. Everybody's going to Adam, and I think for you guys, as you said, it's very special and comfortable because, hey, that's not only our musician or guitar player, but it's also like, hey, as you said, it's so easy because it's not like you have to go into a certain mindset and be like, oh, we got to go to the studio now.
He is the most unprofessional professional I've ever had to deal with. I mean, he wants to get work done, but he's going to lay in a couple fart jokes and other things to make you feel at ease. So it's really cool. Also, Andy Sneap. We're back to our old crew. Andy Sneap is going to be mixing the record like he did with the first few records, and we couldn't be happier. He really gets our sound and knows what we need to sound like, so he could put it all together and make all the instruments breathe. So we're excited about that. He's awesome.
So that's where you guys are right now? He's mixing the record as we speak? Or?
Yep, right now. Yeah, we're getting mixes through the mail here and there and fine-tuning at the moment, but it should be complete very soon.
What is the release date? Do you have an official release date yet?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but it's going to be spring.
So now you know. I mean, it is coming out. It's already pretty much done.
Oh, it's coming out.
It's exciting, dude. I'm very excited just hearing. Can we hear some tracks?
Sure. No.
Are you guys going to play anything new tonight or not yet?
No, I think for us, this is just the Alive or Just Breathing thing, and we're trying to keep everything else away from that. We do play other songs besides the Alive or Just Breathing set, just to kind of get people in the mood and get them jumping and stuff like that. No new songs this time around, though.
In part, I mean, today, it's hard to present a new song before it comes out because then you get the kids who film it on YouTube, put it out, and then, of course, it doesn't represent what the song is, you know?
Sure, yeah. Without mixing it or knowing exactly how it sounds, it can definitely misrepresent the band's vision, I suppose. But it's also kind of cool because then people will hear it and say, "Oh man, I got to get that record." And our fans are going to be saying that a lot. I think people are going to be stoked. There's a lot of aggression on this new record. A lot. We had 2 years off. Weren't sure if the band was going to be a band anymore, and we all just kind of went in our own little corners and wrote some really pissed off music. And came back to the table with a lot of really cool stuff.
And of course, I'm sure right now you're planning next year as far as touring for supporting the new record, you know?
Yeah, I mean, right now they're just saying, let's see what happens when it comes out, you know? It's a major flop, you're not touring. If it does well, guess what? You're touring for the next 2 years, so we'll take it as it comes, I suppose.
Like anything you've ever done, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Step by step.
Yeah.
And Mike, what do you think has set apart not only Killswitch but the Massachusetts scene from other scenes? And I know, especially you guys are well traveled. You've toured with a lot of different bands. What do you think it sets you guys apart from, let's say, the competition?
I couldn't tell you. I wish I had an answer for that one. I think most of the Massachusetts people that I know are very humble, very cool, non-competitive, supportive of other Massachusetts bands, and we get along really well. We're a very incestuous family out there in Massachusetts. Everyone's joining everyone else's band and doing side projects and all that fun stuff. So, I don't know. Massachusetts is a weird place.
All right, Mike, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Have a great show tonight. I mean, welcome one more time to Brooklyn. I know, as I told you before, there's so many kids that are so excited to see you guys tonight. Any final words for the people watching right now?
We are stoked to be playing here. We're stoked to be playing for you guys and really excited to be playing Alive or Just Breathing record, the 10th anniversary, and ready to rock.
Of course, congratulations on 10 years of, anything in music that you can celebrate is a good thing.
I know. That's like a whole high school career, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
All right, thank you, brother.
Thank you. Cool.